little bit early, but it's all good. I'm gonna lower it down a little bit. So we can hear noise, but it's gonna be slightly delayed. Stream doesn't hear that, but we will hear that. It's me and Sage.
Yo, yo, yo.
Oh, they're starting things off already. So, welcome everybody. It's MultiVersus Mayhem number 11. We got Arique versus BoneShackles. We got Jake versus Harley. This one is it's not unfamiliar, but it's BoneShackles as Harley is unfamiliar because I've seen the Morty and I've seen the Superman. I have not seen the Harley yet.
Yeah, I actually don't know how this matchup goes. This feels like it's even. I'm not sure though. I
think on paper it would make sense to be even because of the range that Harley has, kind of like counteracts the range that Jake has. Whereas also there's not really a lot of projectiles that you can use to like counteract with House, so you just have to deal with like a straight up melee character.
Yeah, I mean like theoretically you can deflect the bullets, but like that's not really gonna do that much. So
yeah, exactly. It's like what are you getting for like having if you have House down when they're aiming at it, like that means that somebody messed up there. Like nobody that scenario shouldn't really occur.
I will say what I think Jake mains need to do a lot more is abuse the bite. His bite is actually insane.
Any of the really good Jakes abuse the bite. Like all the good Jakes use the bite. That is for sure. And that's probably going to be something that we'll see out of Pin later. But that up air is going to find the first stock. Actually, pretty solidly dominant for that first stock.
Yeah, 54% when he sealed it. Yeah, I think Arique just, he can't find a way to get any solid combos in. He's just kind of chipping away at him.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that Arique, he's improving over time. Like, he's definitely starting to come up with stuff and getting hit by 2 confetti boxes into Ignite. That's just like a free, it took like 40 for free.
So much Ignite damage.
that really hurts. He's now at 68, but it's all straight hits with Arique. Like, he doesn't really have, like, the big combos yet. He's working on it, but his disadvantage can sometimes be a little linear, but his ability to space can be annoying, as with any Jake, so.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he went all the way out there. I haven't seen anybody do a fully charged down air slip off the stage like that. Usually they hover right around the ledge because you get angling.
There it is.
There's a big punish, though, with that side air.
Yeah, you really can't afford to hang off the ledge too long against Jake. He can snipe you from pretty much anywhere. So really misplaced.
I have seen many people fall at like 20 to dares and such, but that neutral attack, that hammer actually has like a decent amount of knockback. Even on Jake's weight at 142, still gonna get knocked out. Yeah,
really kind of weird how Jake is so, he's not heavy, but like I would have imagined him to be a lot lighter.
He abuses Taz Trig well because his perk lineup doesn't really dictate a lot of need for elemental buffs or anything. He doesn't have projectiles. Yeah. So he gets to use defensive ones really well, and Taz Trig just keeps him alive forever. So it's like it almost adds like 10 units of weight, it feels like, fighting him.
Yeah, he's at the magic percent, though. Let's see if he can make something happen.
Well, I mean, he has gotten a few hits since. Actually, he hasn't been hit since it's happened. All right, never mind. I had to point it out. But he is a big fan of Horse, I've noticed. He doesn't use nearly as much up special as I'd like to see. I'd like to see more of that.
That actually hit him. The hurt box off of his arm actually activated that box there.
And we need that. We need that. The Dulcim gets hit when his arms are extended too.
Yes.
We needed that with Jake. When he couldn't do that, Horse couldn't be abused. Nothing could be punished. It was ridiculous. What? You know, even though with this lead, it's not by any means an undoable game because it is looking rough, but Jake has such good abilities to get stocks. That being said, though, that one's going to close it.
Yeah, BoneShackles was dodging a little too much for my liking there. He was completely out of he was just exhausted, so he was getting no invincibility frames off any of those dodges. And I think that's a mechanic that doesn't show up too often. But when it does, man, you feel it, and you kind of forget about it sometimes.
Well, you're referring to BoneShackles as in the Harley, yes?
Yeah, he was dodging so much that he actually had no more iframes.
That's something you got to pay attention to as well, because there's a lot of people who don't realize. Let's take a look at the perk lineup too while we're talking about this. There's a lot of people who don't realize, like with their movement, some characters can abuse overusing the dodge meter, like say Batman, because he flies everywhere. So he's gonna find a hit confirm and get his dodge meter back. Harley, you're doing it off of a lot of stray like drifts with nair or finding your down airs and such. If you don't have dodge meter with that weight and okay-ish mobility, you're going to get jumped, especially by zoners. Definitely. So you got to be real careful with that.
All right, so we're going to Tree Fort. I don't know. This is a really small stage.
Yeah, it's the smallest we have available to us right now.
I don't really know if this is a good stage for Jake.
It's a good stage for Jake. I think it's a better stage for Harley.
Yeah.
Because you can't run from that. That move, you can't get away from side air. Like you take that to the face constantly.
Man.
He's taking out that 0 to 100
Yeah.
unchecked, and it is continuing.
Really hard to actually land against Harley, too, especially when the stage is so small. There's really nowhere to retreat to. You kind of have to just land on her. So, yeah, really bad. And Harley's, all of her aerials, oh, my God.
You can capitalize
but
big
damn.
on the dare. Like,
BoneShackles. He's been practicing, man.
I think he's
grinding this Harley.
Kind of feeling it. He was crazy because before this started, he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna play Rick," and that don't look like Rick. Now, granted, they both may be doctors, but or actually, no, one's a scientist, one was formerly a doctor. That's actually a very incorrect statement I just said to y'all. I lied directly.
She's got a PhD. Call her doctor still, right?
Yeah, but she's not a scientist. Rick, I mean, I guess in some universe, Rick's a doctor, so we'll go with that. Every universe he is, the answer is yes. But right now, this universe, currently it is all BoneShackles kind of cruising with this stuff.
Oh
Wow.
my God, he went for it.
I think he just realized that Arique's disadvantage has been kind of linear.
I think he's been having a little fun, yeah. He knows the horse is coming out, so he just jumped out there to squash that.
Yeah, he's jumped horse almost every time in those spots, and he's not giving him respect when he's landing either. So like you have to give Harley respect, because every time they're out of hit stun, the first thing they're doing is going to set up shot, or they're going to drift away. Like they're always swinging with some setup because like they just stop their momentum.
Yeah, man, these like fully charged side airs really not working out for Arique right now. He's just aiming them either like directly up or directly down sometimes.
Yep.
And it's getting pretty telegraphed. But wow,
it took a fully charged forward attack to finally do it. That's gonna end it though.
Yeah.
Dare's gonna come through, gonna get the spike. Arique with the slow the slow reach out, like, and there's the fist bump. But still, solid play, of course, as always. We like to see everybody come out here. I did not put names up. It's fine though. We'll be alright. I am Ajax, and this is Sage. I am the guy who talks in the mic a bunch, and this is the best LeBron in the business.
In the game.
In the game, quite literally. Quite literally, with that #1. That's hype. I cannot wait to see when ranked actually comes out, like the legit ranked mode.
I'm curious